connection here. Let me enjoy the world a little bit. What little of the world we get to see. Hey, you want to let the pig be seen?
Yes. Look at
all right.
the pig.
There's Piglet.
Oh, Kayla said hi to Piglet. Hello, my Kayla.
Piglet is completely clueless, has no idea what's going on, but she's going to hang out there and yawn while watching us. Well, thank you guys. We have our usual routines that we're going through today. Some good news, a new link for you to watch some, at least hopefully a video. I think it'll help you if you're looking at the PPP program. And what else is there? We're going to
craft.
Oh, you do? Oh, you do?
Yes. What do you think I was working on?
I thought you were cleaning out the garage today, but that's good. Good.
Okay.
Anyhow, and what else do we have for you at the end? Oh, no, I don't have the movie review because I didn't do it. I'm trying to practice what I preach. I said I'm going to take things a little slower, a little bit more chill, and I have. So some things get dropped as a result of that. And by the way, I'm wearing my LashCast.
All right,
here.
I want to just give a shout out to my sweet friend Katie of Beautiful Wands. She sent me this great shirt. It says, "My stylist is in quarantine," right? So yes. It should be carte blanche. That's why we look like this, right?
Yeah, exactly. I always look like this. Nothing changes. So I have no excuse. But
so I just wanted to show you. This is the little card that she sent. She makes these really cute little wands that you can buy and give out to your clients. Mm-hmm. I think these were in one of the goodie bags for LashCon.
She was one of our sponsors too.
Yeah, it's just a cute little wand. It's got some designer dig features to it, cuteness, and it's got a cute little thing on there. I don't know if you can see it, but it says beautiful. But anyway, thank you, my friend Katie. I appreciate it. See, really cute little things that you can get.
I'm wearing my Lash Slayer shirt.
Lash Slay.
And Lash Slay. That's from Chanel at Top Shelf Beauty. So we're all here supporting the industry, let everyone know about what we're doing. By the way, we decided, we don't know how we're going to do it, but this hat here we have, I don't keep sharing swag. This says LashCast on it. And I think what we're going to do, because a couple people reach out to us, say, hey, we really want to help support you guys somehow. Why don't you set up a donation page? And I just felt.
We'll just offer something like a hat.
Yeah, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to find a way to get this hat out mass-produced wise. And I know that's not a difficult thing, but I've never done it. So I'm probably going to call Chanel or call someone else who knows things, Lorena, knows things about clothing, and find out what the best way to go about this, because I don't have time to ship and package all these things. So maybe we'll have a third party take care of it. But I don't know. Maybe if you guys would like to do that, that's a small way you can support us, and we'll come up with a donation amount that you give, and then in exchange you get a hat. So that's something that'd be pretty cool.
All right. Is it craft time?
No. Tuss is so done with my stuff. She's like, I just want to do my craft and then move on with my day. Let's get to some good news, because I know that we basically hear lots of bad stuff. So why don't we focus on something positive? And I have two stories here for you guys. The first one is about a struggling restaurant that was basically trying to sell some bourbon for $20,000, for $20,000, and ended up selling it for double that amount to an anonymous veteran who took it. So let me share a little bit about it. So it is basically a family-owned restaurant that was in Florida, and they've been hit pretty hard. It's the Dats Restaurant Group in Tampa, and they've been struggling to stay afloat since they closed down. They had over 400 employees. They had to go down to like 27 employees. And so they were getting near like, okay, guys, it's really ugly. So what they started looking is what they have in possession. What could they sell, right? And they saw they had a 25-year-old bottle of Old Van Winkle bourbon, which they looked online and says it goes for $20,000 minus a 15% online discount that you have to give people. So they went and researched it, posted online. Some people tried to buy them, sell them, and all that. And finally, some veteran reached out to them and said, look, I will give you $40K. And they said, no, that's no. And of course, he insisted. And in the end, they got a check and it didn't bounce. And they went through and they got their $40K, which made me think of something for us guys that you can be doing. Just like we started thinking, well, maybe some people offered to support us, which is very sweet. And so we thought, well, we got to give you something. We can't just ask. We can't just take. So we're thinking about giving up, producing these hats, and for a donation, giving you a LashCast hat, or maybe we'll get a LashCast coffee mug. I don't know. We'll go with some different things. But that said, maybe you can be thinking the same thing, because you have guests right now who see your salon, who come to you all the time, and they want to help. In fact, we asked one client this last week pay Tussanee for 2 missed appointments. They said, you know what, I just want to pay for it.
Don't you love your clients?
Yeah, I just know that, it's a bad time for you guys. her client is crazy rich, a really sweetheart, and she just took advantage of that and decided to go ahead and put up almost $400 for 2 missed appointments, which was super kind of her. So we have a lot of that. I keep seeing little stories or hearing from people, other people who are getting some similar opportunities or deals. So maybe there's something else that you can do to give to your clients in exchange for some sort of donation. And all right, so just think of that as an option. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, when you see us pause, that's because our Instagram paused. So if you're looking on why they just freeze and don't talk, it's not a game. It's because of poor internet connection, as we all are overloading the internet now, since all we do is sit around all day is watch videos online probably. All right, so anyhow, that's just an idea for you guys and something to be inspired by. I think there are a lot of people out there that wanting to help out and support us, even though the economy is tanking. A lot of our clients who are more well off, for them, this is going to be a bad time for them. In fact, usually is a good time for them. So they're willing to be generous and help others. So find ways to maybe encourage that. That'd be great. The second story is about a 99-year-old World War II veteran in England who raised over $3.3 million for hospital workers by simply walking laps in his garden. Aww. This English World War II veteran has basically been walking laps. And it's British, so it's 2.6 million pounds is what he raised. And he's 99 years old. And what else it says here? Basically, he recently had his hip replacement, had some cancer from his head removed. And as this is a thank you, he decided to go in the backyard and run these laps, 25-meter long laps. And he's basically been doing this since April 6th. And basically his daughter got on and she started to help promote it, and it went national and viral. And now everyone's jumping on and wanting to support this guy. And he's raised over 3.3 million to help people in the medical world, which I think that's really cool.
Katie just joined.
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah.
Katie, we talked about your shirt.
Yes,
and how
we did.
You generously gave it to me.
Yes.
How you have a cute little wand, so you might want to watch that on the replay.
Yep, watch it on the replay as we talk about you. And we love to feature other people. If you guys have stuff, and I always take free swag. No, I'm just kidding. It's not why we do this.
They're the cutest little wands ever.
There they are. We are. Katie was one of our sponsors, and you should definitely check her out. Definitely someone to look into. All right. Links in the bio. I have a new link for you guys to check out. Strategies did a town hall meeting today where they go over the PPP or the payroll protection program, I think it is, unemployment, other different things. So you need to go watch that. I think rather than me reiterating everything for you guys, if you've been applying for that loan and there are new developments that have come up, so it's not all roses. There are some complications. There are some snags. This has to be, basically expected, because the truth is this whole thing's been rushed so fast and without much forethought that there are going to be some things that may change and alter, or maybe aren't working quite as expected or as hoped. So it's a great one to listen to. It's only an hour. And since you have some time, no through PayPal, PPP, no through PayPal. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's a joke or if that's what, not through PayPal. Anyhow, that all said, the idea is, check it out. It's definitely a worthy watch, especially if you are planning to use the PPP as a way to keep your staff and do all that stuff. Beautiful Ones got her grant in less than 48 hours. Awesome.
Man, let's have some champagne.
Now, was that the $10,000 EIDL grant? Is that what you got, Katie? Is that the one?
So cool.
Oh, PayPal is distributing loans through PPP. Oh, wow. So you got your PPP through PayPal. Okay, very cool.
Wow, that's fantastic.
That's great. And by the way, once you get that, you got to hire your people and start paying them, because if you don't, they will be auditing. No, the PPP. Okay. They will be auditing you. And if you don't have good records and paying your employees, then you're going to have to pay back that full amount. And so that can be kind of, messy. The good news, it's only a 1% interest rate, so it's super cheap. But you want to have good records, and you want to make sure you do things right. I tried through 3 other banks first, and they had to jump through hoops. PayPal made it super easy.
That is wonderful tip.
Yeah.
So anyone tuning in right now, I just
Katie from Beautiful Wands just says she did in 48 hours. She got her money. I have not heard anyone get that quick. So that's amazing.
Thank you for sharing that with us.
And I bet the reason why it worked quicker is PayPal is 100% an online digital company. That's all they do. As opposed to B of A, Wells Fargo, all these other banks, they have, storefronts, and they're actually had to create all this stuff online digitally. So I'm going to assume that It's taking them a lot more time to kind of iron out the details and figure out how it's going to work and flow. While PayPal already has a loan program that you can apply for online. That's very, so they probably just took the same program and brought it over. So that's great news. PayPal. So if you haven't yet looked, guys, check out PayPal. It looks like that's a good way to go. But by the way, they're almost out of money. Last I saw today a headline saying the cash reserves are almost gone. So if you don't have a loan in yet, that could be a problem. But they are working on expanding it, and that's the hope. I think they're going to try to get in there 250 billion or something like that. Okay, so with that all said, let's go to crafting with Tuss.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's Tussanee. It's Piglet time.
It's Piglet.
Piglet's going to do the
Piglet.
Is Piglet going to do the craft today?
You going to do the craft with us? Oh, I'm going to do the craft. All right, I'm going to show everybody what I made.
All right, what did you make?
I made little magnets, really, really cute little magnets. This is a rare earth magnet, so it's super strong, and it's got a little glass cover on it, and then it's paused.
All right.
See? Okay, so yeah, so it's a little magnet with a little glass gem on it with a little picture inside. And because the little glass bubble goes over it, it makes it look like, I don't know, like a sphere or something like that. Look at this one here. It's kind of cool. It is a sea urchin. I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, okay, so let me show you how I made this. Can you hold this for me?
All right.
Okay. So first of all, I had a punch, a square punch, and you need a picture. So this is an example. I just used something cheap that came in the mail, but it looked like it had pretty pictures on it, right? So I used that punch and popped out the little pictures like that, right? So the first step, so you need these little glass marble bead things. You can get them at Michael's. I bought these in bulk. They were super cheap. I mean, like dirt cheap. And there's a flat side on it. So then you take your little picture and you put a little bit of glue on there. I used E6000 and stick that picture right on there. So that's your first step, right? And then, Pig, you're in my way. I'm sorry, this is not super exciting.
It's super exciting. We're doing craft time.
Okay, so this is the rare earth magnets. Just type in rare earth magnets. You can get magnets from Michael's and stuff like that, but unless they're super strong, they're not going to hold your stuff down and it's just going to fall. Oh, look at that.
Smiley face.
You can use pictures. These ones are pictures. You can even use pictures of your... This is just a pretty piece of art there that I did ones pictures of the family and the kids. And then here's your magnets. You just glue them on the magnets. So if you are super fast and looking to cut corners, get the little punch, 3/4 inch punch so you don't have to cut them out yourself. Order the rare earth magnets in 3/4 inch circle. I just use glue dots, they're permanent. So you just pull one off and you stick it on there and it makes a cute little magnet. The other thing what you can do, can I have that board?
The board's right behind you.
All right. So these, I'm cleaning out the garage. So I'm coming into a bunch of stuff that I have been hoarding for years and don't need to. And a lot of these were these tins from Altoids. They're the old ones embossed there. What I was going to do one day was paint them with some spray paint. But you could make just a really cute gift. This is a good gift idea or a craft idea with your kids. You can stick 6 of them in here like this. Makes a cute little gift, right? And if it was painted, or you could paint them or have the kids paint them with acrylics. You don't have to use spray paint, whatever. And you can give them to people. So anyway, that's my little craft. It's cute.
All right, there you go. That's our first magnet craft ever. That's pretty cool. Thanks, Tess. All right, we are going to move on to the next item, and let's see what we're going to do. What's our next one here? Oh, talking about reopening, because I know a lot of people right now are beginning to finally talk about, hey, we need to reopen, and we need to at least start talking about it because we're not closed forever, right? This is just a temporary season, a hard season, but a temporary one. And so they were talking about, I've heard a bunch of people talk, what are you going to do and how are you going to do it? And I just thought, first off, kind of some of the things that we're thinking about doing. and running those by you. So at least you have some ideas as you are considering, because opening up the salon, doing it as is the way it was, probably won't work, especially in California. Start talking about social distancing, how it needs to be different. I mean, salons are talking about, there needs to be space between people. Basically, employees are going to have to wear gloves and all sorts of stuff. So one of the things that we already ordered, and something that you should probably look into also, is getting a, because I hear restaurants might need to require to do this, and I think, why not us too? And that's a temperature check. And it just checks your skin, right? You don't do their ears or in their mouth or in their butt. You're going to do a temperature check with a little gun that you just have. You've seen it everywhere. So we ordered ours, I think, a week and a half ago, and we'll probably get it sometime next week. So I think definitely it's something worth looking into. It's actually just a nice safety precaution for you. And you saying, hey, when you come into the salon, everyone's temperature is checked before they're allowed in, just as a precaution, because obviously someone has the temperature and they're just trying to get in. I guess, they're desperate. I get it. But they can't get their services done. We're also we're looking into some smocks that Tussanee is going to get as well. Like some sort of outfit.
It's called a lab coat.
A lab coat, yes. Well, something replaceable. Maybe she'll have a few of them. So all day she'll change it between every client, and so forth. Yeah.
Basically, you just want a change so that your clients, you're addressing what their fears are, and that you're talking about it with them. For example, I haven't thought out completely, but I might have something like when people first walk in, there's some kind of a changing area where it could have a sheet, not a sheet, a shower curtain area, where basically, you know how when you go to the fair when you're a little kid and you check the livestock and you leave the livestock area, there's like a pan of bleach for you to stand in, something like that, right? This is where you change into your little socks, and I'm going to put a new scrub thing on. I'm going to put a gown on. I'm going to put a new sheet on the table so that you can see. Normally, what I did before was at the beginning of the day would take 6 sheets, and then after each client left, just remove the top one. So each person is laying in between a fresh towel. But at these times, it should be completely sanitized between each one. So for them to be able to see that removal and that cleaning process, that's a bit reassuring. So I'm thinking I'm going to do something. Little pause here. Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to do something like that.
Yeah. So we're going to just rethink it, and we're going to wipe down all the counters. I think a lot of us were doing it beforehand, and we're just going to try to, and by the way, this is the right thing to do to take care of people and continue to fight the spread of the disease, because the virus isn't gone, guys. In 4 weeks, it won't be just like, oh yeah, it was never here. It's still going to be around. We're just trying now to control it. They're going to have a lot more testing hopefully in place, and that will allow them to isolate and get people in quarantine as soon as someone is in contact with someone who's sick. So we may, by the way, any one of us could be asked to say you can't work for 2 weeks while you encountered one of your clients had the virus. So, and if you had it, then you're going to have to tell your clients, by the way, all you need to quarantine. So it's going to be a little bit different, and they're going to be trying to control it through that technique versus telling everyone to shut down and not work. But we all have to do our part. So social distancing, being careful about how we do things, where you're wearing gloves, masks, and the stuff you have in the salon, everything needs to be replaceable or disposable now. So that way, you basically, when every client comes in, the room is completely like clean and sterile as much as possible. And that way we won't be spreading the disease ourselves unknowingly. So that's what we're doing. That's what we've been thinking about. As far as rebooking, guys, we've kind of been going back and forth thinking about what we're going to do. And I think at this point, what we're going to do is we have a bunch of people already in the books for May. Tussanee usually books 3 months out. So we easily booked for the most part almost until June, middle of June.
We'll just keep those appointments.
We're going to keep the appointments as they are. So if you have clients, I think the easiest way rather than rescheduling everyone is to say, hey, whenever your appointment is scheduled, that's when you're going to come in. Now we're going to have to move some people around because Tussanee has these 1.5 to 2 hour appointments, and that to become 3 hour appointments. So what we'll do is we'll probably push people, have them say, can you come in an hour earlier? Can you come an hour later? And we'll just spread it all out and just say, rather than, playing favorites here and all that, I'm also blocked out the whole month so no one can do online booking, because we don't want anyone coming online and quickly just, wrecking the whole scheduling by doing their own thing, bypassing the process. So while online booking is really nice and helpful, we decided we don't want to use online booking, at least for May, while we get everyone back in the books, because we want to have control of the books and not just let anyone else have control. So that's something else that you can be looking at doing, is just try and shut down the online booking if you think it helps, and then contact your clients. I would be emailing, texting everyone now, letting them know, hey, we're getting close, can't wait to see you, and tell them what your game plan is and how you're going to approach it so that people don't freak out, because people are going to decide themselves. And by the way, be prepared that some clients who want to get in right away might just decide to go see someone else, at least temporarily. If your work is better than everyone else's, they'll be back, you know that. But you may just have a temporary loss where they're like, well, I need it in that first week. And like, well, I already have 20 people coming in that week. I can't take any more. Come in the second week. And they're like, nope, I got to come in the first week you're open. So sorry. So don't take it personally. People, we've seen this. We've seen this way too many times where we thought someone was our loyal client, where Tussanee got sick or got injured. One time she was out for 2 months because of shoulder surgery. And some of her clients were like, I don't care. I need her to get my lashes now. And they're like, well, she's kind of like in some ice setup and deep pain. I assure you, this is not personal. She can't take care of you. You can see one of our other team members, and they didn't care. They were just so upset. And they actually left the salon. They left the salon. They went to another salon rather than see one of our staff because they were so mad at Tussanee for being injured. Go figure. Yeah, I mean, you just never know. I mean, that was only a couple clients. So out of tons and tons of clients, a couple freaked out. The rest were like, oh, that's fine. But you may have a couple. So don't just be prepared. It may happen. And what else do we do? We'll contact. Yeah, basically, that's kind of like that's our game plan. That's what we're going to do. And hopefully you guys start planning for that. Don't wait till the last second to do this. Let your clients know. Email them, text them, give them the update. Tell them at least the targeted date, and then decide if you're going to just keep the schedule as and expand the appointments to full sets. Or, another option we thought about was a lottery. We decided not to do the lottery, but we were looking to put all the names in the hat, draw them, and then that's how the clients would come in. But when I realized we do that, some clients were like, I can't come in on these days. And all of a sudden you're literally creating more work for yourself to do that. Now, if you have no one in your books right now, because it's been, 5, 6, 7 weeks by the time we get back to open and your books are clean, you could do that. You could just call the Wild West and let the online booking go and do something like that. And that's an option. So just think it through. It's, it's where is best for you. There's no right or wrong here, by the way. Don't feel bad if you say, well, I don't like that. I'm going to do it this way. That's okay too. Just choose what you want to do and go for it, but make a plan and stick with it. Get going. Don't wait till the last day where it's 2 days before the opening and all of a sudden you're like, oh, wait, what was I going to do? And clients are now freaking out. That's going to be a little nerve-wracking. One thing I want to encourage you guys as far as
Shan says we should be doing both email and text, or what's too much for keeping them informed, right?
Yeah, I don't think there's too much at this point. Your clients actually will welcome the communication, because right now everyone's just chilling, right? Or they're working at home.
Desperate for connection, or
pause. Yeah. I mean, yes, social media too. Social media is a little broader, right? Because it goes out to everyone. So it's not just your clients. It'd be going out to just anyone in general passing by. But at least you should have everyone's email, God willing, and texting too, and let them know and give them that information is the best way to go. Also, gets them loyal to you, because there are going to be other people that aren't going to be doing that. And if you're on top of things and you're communicating your intentions, your plans, they're going to be more loyal to you because you have a game plan. People like leadership. They want to follow people who know what they're doing. And as we don't know what we're doing there.
Sorry.
So anyhow, our pig, it's lunchtime for Piglet, and she's making all sorts of noises in the background. It's time to feed the pig.
Oh, I just want to share with this. This is funny. I read a headline out of Maryland. The police department, the local police department, are like pretty fed up because people are going to the mailbox without their pants on. So it's a small town in Maryland.
That's what I do.
The police sent out a message to everybody: you have to wear your pants. Consider this your last warning. You know who you are. Can you imagine, like, the small town, like that's what they're dealing with?
That's your big stress. You have to wear your
pants when you check for your mail.
And nothing's now. Who cares if you see some old 75-year-old guy walking in this underwear out to the mailbox? Who cares? But again, it's the nanny state. Some people like to be involved and control other people. It makes them feel better, I guess. So, one more thing I want to share, and then we'll let you guys go. I'll share this other idea. We'll do this next idea tomorrow. I'll share you a little business tip about how to get people to connect and help your Instagram page to have better, numbers, so that it's definitely more active, because there's ways of doing it. And it's not cheating or lying or doing anything weird. I'm not follow or any of those goofy things out there. Don't really help you. So tomorrow, we're going to be doing Instagram Live with Shelby on Thursday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Tussanee and I will just be hanging out with Shelby. Really no serious agenda, just a chance to connect and talk with one of our favorite people and hear from her a little bit what she's up to. This will not be one of our podcasts. This will just be an Instagram Live that we're doing. So tomorrow, Thursday, the April 16th at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or in her time, it's 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for anyone Central Time, and 4 p.m. East Coast time. All right. So that said, I think we're all done. Tess, do you want to pray for us?
No, I prayed last time.
Oh, okay. It's my turn. All right. Dear Lord, thank you so much for today. Thank you for just the beautiful weather. I mean, it's like 85 and beautiful right now outside. It was amazing. And it was a nice, kind of shiny day just to come out and realize that better times are coming. It's not going to stay like this. And we know that you're in control. And we pray that you would just bless our efforts, bless our preparation. And for those of us who are just taking a little more time to rest and relax and kind of reevaluate our lives, I pray help us have wisdom to know what to do next and to make those right decisions. And I pray that that we would put our hope in you, Lord, that you are the one in control and you can direct our paths and you can give us wisdom and you can give us hope and joy and all the things that we long for, Lord. And I just pray that you'd help us to find those things so that when this is all over, we will saw that we kind of thrived, actually, that this wasn't the end of the world, that we didn't go into despair and think everything was just going to melt and fall apart, but rather, Lord, we've kind of reevaluated, pivoted, and found a new way of doing business, or reinvented ourselves or our businesses, whatever it is, Lord, that we're doing. I pray that we do it for your glory and that we take advantage of it and just seek your wisdom and direction through this whole process.
And show us how we can be kind to our family. Show us how we can make a difference in their day, just through little things, Father, and give us that patience to look for that.
Yes, amen. And that's one thing I wanted to just leave, because I was thinking about this. Find something. I'm going to post this, I think, tomorrow.
Oh,
do something nice. Do something nice for yourself this week. What's one thing? I mean, I know we have a lot of downtime, so maybe you're just watching TV, but that's really not something nice for you. Do something nice for you this week. And then go ahead and post on Instagram. Nice. Post that, hey, I gave myself a facial, or I gave myself a bubble bath, or an in-house spa time, or I basically, redecorated my wardrobe with a whole new layout or design with magnets that Tussanee has, or whole magnets, whatever it is. Let's just post something. I think I'm going to just post online tomorrow. Say, hey, here's an idea. Why don't we all do something nice for ourselves? Because we have a lot of downtime and we might need a little boost me up, a little self-love, a little, hey, push yourself. So
one more thing. I wanted to do a challenge of, do I need this? Okay, because I'm looking around the house and I'm like, do I need this? Why do you keep
looking at me when you say that?
Do I need? I need.
Yeah, I know. I need this? I don't know. I so
need this. But anyway, I don't need a lot of the other junk. So if you've got stuff in your house that you don't need, take the "Do I need this?" challenge and throw out the stuff you don't need or give it away.
So that's instead of saying this bring me joy, your whole Netflix show is gonna be, do I need this? I think that'll be good. Awesome.
Anyway.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening on the podcast, on YouTube and all that. We will see you again Friday at 6:00 or tomorrow 1:00 with Shelby. Take care. Bye-bye.
That was good, huh?
Yep. Bye.
Come on,